Alrighty, folks, welcome back here to MaxSpeedTV. Tonight, Slide Jumps Xfinity Series, Season 7. We're at round number 11 here at the last greatest Coliseum, Bristol, the Don't Hit the Wall 200 here tonight. Presented by MaxSpeedTV. Of course, Brendan Kennedy already out there in chat here this evening. And Brendan, like I said, we could have a few cautions, but I don't foresee a whole lot here. We got 15 drivers out here, so not a huge field at Bristol. We could have more drivers filing in here before practice ends, but nevertheless, right now we do got 15 drivers. Now, Jonathan Canfield is up here in the booth with me tonight. Unfortunately, Jonathan is having some issues right now. iRacing has kicked him already 3 times, and while he's up here, I'm just going to go ahead and say, Jonathan, it's got to be frustrating, man. I mean, I'm sure it is.
It was frustrating as a driver. It's frustrating every time it happens, but sometimes you just can't control what happens. I've made a last-ditch effort here to try and resolve the issue. If it doesn't work, Medlock, I'm probably just going to leave it to you for the night, and I'll be hanging out in the stream.
Let's hope it works, and we'll find out here in just a few minutes. So while Jonathan is doing that, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the pre-race analytics here and the points. Now, we got really little wind out there, 1 to 3 miles an hour. Got an air temp of 79, a track temp of 83. They're going to be pulling a 200 grueling laps here tonight. 106.60 miles on a tire window. Well, they get a total of 4 sets, but 3 behind the wall here at Bristol. This track, I would say, is going to use up some tires. They're going to have to be very, very careful on their tires here tonight with only 3 sets behind the wall. Fuel, 70%. I'd estimate it 80 to 90 laps roughly on a full tank of fuel. You could split it, I guess, 200 laps, 50 laps, and then go from there. I guess you could do that. That's probably what we will see with some of these drivers here. Maybe try to push it to 60 laps. Maybe give them that extra 10 lap there. But man, it's gonna be interesting to see how these drivers do. Decide when and where to come down pit road. Now, pit road is a gruesome 35 miles an hour at a pace speed here of 40. It is a double pit road. So from what I understand is you don't have to come down the main portion to go all the way around the back stretch to your pit stop. You can come down on wherever your pit stop is at, where your pit stall is at, front or back stretch. You can just go down that lane. I think that is correct. It is a double pit here, so we'll figure that out. We'll see exactly how that works out down the race. That is the first time I've actually ever seen that in my 5 years of broadcasting, I do believe. Well, we're going to get down here to the point standings, coming down to about 5.5 minutes left. Now, Cameron Hearn is still holding on to the top spot, 85 points ahead of Frank DiMaggio, who is in second at 353. Cameron at 438. William Martin in third at 351. He is 87 behind the leader and 2 behind Frank. Corey Cook in fourth at 348, 90 behind the leader and 3 behind William. Christopher Bassinger in fifth at 339. He is 99 behind the leader and 9 behind Corey. Davey Hendricks is going to be in sixth at 239, 145 behind the leader and 46 behind Christopher. Anthony D. Marshall in seventh at 283, 155 behind the leader and 10 behind Davey. Robert Lukens in eighth at 276. He is 162 behind the leader and 7 behind Anthony. Nick Hunt in ninth at 270, 168 behind the leader and 6 behind Robert. Calnap Sr. rounding out the top 10 here at 269, 169 points behind the leader and 1 point behind Nick. Go and check in on Jonathan here. Jonathan, did you load in or is it still loading?
It is still loading, but I do have the points pulled up.
Okay, all right. Well, if you want to go ahead and run through 11th through 20th, man, I'm going to turn it over to you.
So we've got an 11th sitting at 267 points. That is Joshua O'Connor. He is 171 behind the leader, 2 points behind Kyle Knapp Sr. And sitting on our playoff bubble in 12th place, we have Casey Hatch at 242 points. He is 196 behind the leader and 25 behind Josh. And 1 point behind him, just outside that bubble for the playoffs, would be Justin Gann at 241, 197 behind Cameron, and 1 point behind Casey Hatch. In the 14th spot, we've got Bryson Clark at 224. He is 214 behind the leader, 17 behind Justin. And 15th, we've got Paul Turner. He is 221 points, 217 behind the leader, and only 3 points behind Bryson. 16th, we've got Benjamin Lacey, and he is at 214, 224 behind the leader, 7 points behind Paul Turner. Tommy Haynes takes up that 17th spot at 192, 246 behind the leader, and 22 points behind Benjamin Lacey. 18th goes to Noah Mowry. He is 190 right now, 248 points behind the leader, only 2 points behind Tommy Haynes. 19th, we've got Matthew Weeks. He is at 182 points, 256 points behind the leader, 8 points behind Noah. And taking up that 20th spot, we've got John T. Wimbish at 178 points, 260 points behind the leader, and 4 points behind Matthew Weeks.
Oh, yeah, and of course, that is going to be our top 20 in the points. Of course, only the top 12 will make it into the chase. And, man, we are edging ever so closer to the chase. Man, it's going to be interesting for sure. We'll get more on that later on here tonight. But, of course, we're going to go ahead and step away here and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, folks. So hang tight. We'll go be into qualifying here when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket transmits the bomb busting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, take us that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, you're the home of the brave.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying, of course, underway here tonight at the last greatest Coliseum of Bristol. Of course, Jonathan's going to hang out with us tonight. He's going to use the stream to call the race. He's done it before. So, you know, as always, Jonathan, glad to have you up here. I hate it that it's not working out, the regular way, but yeah, we'll get through it. It is just Bristol. I mean, come on.
I don't even know if we could use that statement. It's just Bristol. It's Bristol, baby. It's a short track. It's a great night to be out here on this short track. As I see on the stream, we're looking at Marshall Moran.
Yep, Marshall.
Taking his qualifying lap. I expect some low 15s here in qualifying. I see the fast time set at 15.2. I've heard of a couple guys running a 15.1 this week, possibly. So quick lap times, but with the way Bristol falls off and the way the tires are, you're going to see a drop-off probably of over a second to a second and a half.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, and right now we're seeing a 15.1 by Corey Cook on, I believe that is his second lap there here. Is this open qual? Oh, it is. Is it supposed to be?
That I don't know. That's interesting. I've never seen that here on Slide Job for us to have open qual.
Wow. That's definitely going to bring out a different type of qualifying numbers here now, because you can't really, I would per se, get draft here at Bristol. You get very little. Might help you a tad, but it's not going to help you much. I think you're going to get more aero push than anything.
Yes, and also, it brings the question of how many laps do these guys get? It looks like they just get to go out here and run like they're in practice.
Yeah. That's that. It does what it does. I'm getting tongue-tied here. That does end to be what it looks like, and I'm not exactly sure if this was by design or if this was just a kind of a mess up by whoever set up the lobby. I think, for giggles, I think we'll just blame it on Robert here tonight. Why not? And I blame everything on Williams. So I think tonight I'll blame it on Robert. Why not? Scoots out there. Awesome anthem. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, that is provided by Madison Rising. Of course, they did sing the national anthem live for one of the NASCAR races. Man, I can't remember when it was, but they did do it live. And I've grown really fond of that anthem. Of course, I'm a big patriotic person myself, so, and a veteran. So, Anthony Marshall smacking the outside wall out of 4. He saved it from the inside pit wall there, but, nevertheless, Jonathan, you know all about that wall, inside or outside wall, losing it out of the corners. Especially, out of 2 and 4 here, you're trying to get back on the gas, you're trying to get it straightened back out. But that wall, it sneaks up on you so quickly that if you're, too close to it, well, you're going to kiss it.
Yeah, I talked to you about this off the air, but I ran some practice laps. I believe it was last Sunday. I was able to hop in a session here with a couple of the guys in this league and just run like an AI race, and I'll tell you what, it's hard to be patient with that throttle and not get back on it too soon. You could mostly just use your big toe to kind of slowly push it down to the floor. But, yeah, it's easy to push here, and if you push too hard, some guys, they're classically push loose, so they push, they put more wheel in it, and they're getting loose off the corner. Or, you're just pushing too hard and you're just going to hit the outside wall.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Now, another thing is brake bias. Here at Bristol, your brake bias is so important. If you've got that set wrong, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. You and I were talking to, it was William Martin earlier, and he was saying this is one of those tracks where he's going to actually have to turn his brake bias up for the front brakes. That's, Robert Lukens.
Yeah, smacking that wall. Yes, he did. Oh, we caught it.
Yes, and what William said is this is going to be a race where he's actually going to turn his brake bias up, and I'm interested to see if any of the other drivers touch their brake bias here tonight.
Oh, Corey Cook also smacking the wall and losing control there as well. And, you know, this is qualifying, technically a practice. You could call it even a warm-up situation if you want to. But it's definitely qualifying. Now, no surprise at all. Cameron Hearn coming in here tonight at Bristol, and he is going to steal it away right now from Christopher Bassinger here on the top spot in the number 15. Of course, Cameron Hearn has been on rails this season, winning a good majority of the races so far. Now, of course, he didn't win last week. However, he did come into podium at the Daytona Road Course. Brett Gusick grabbing the win for the Daytona Road last week. Davey Hendricks in second, Cameron Hearn in third, Frank in fourth, Noah Mari in fifth. Just kind of a recap on that race. But like I said, folks, we're winding down the regular season here, I should say. I do believe we had confirmation here tonight that the start of the playoff the first race of the playoff will be at Texas, I do believe.
We had a little bit of a schedule mix up there, so we are only running 19 races this season. So playoffs, last 5 races of the season, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Those will be the last 5 races. So week 15 will be our start of the playoffs.
That'll be Texas. Yep, November the 14th. That'll be Texas Motor Speedway.
And we are taking 12 drivers, and as we just went over the points earlier, we discussed Casey Hatch, Justin Gann, Bryson Clark. We haven't seen any of them pull in yet to this session, and Paul Turner might be the one to gain here tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Now, Paul might not qualify. He hasn't qualified yet, so I mean, I guess we'll wait and see, but definitely could be a good points night for him, regardless of where he finishes. Could be a guaranteed 15. Going to be a guaranteed top 15 here tonight, regardless.
Yes, and that's going to put him. I don't think he's gonna. There's not enough cars here for him to be able to pass O'Connor.
No,
because O'Connor is here, but with the way those points are so tight, he could easily jump up into that bubble spot, the 12th driver, into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Now, of course, we're going to go ahead and get our current pole sitter up here. I believe he might be able to hang on to it. Go ahead and grab him up here real quick. Cameron Hearn, bud, got a copy?
I got you.
Well, you're coming in doing your Hearn things. We know all about it. But you're going to, it looks like for now, grab the pole with about 10 seconds left to go here in qualifying. What do you think about Bristol? I mean, not a whole lot of cars out here tonight, but it is short track racing. Could have, lap cars, could play a factor. What's your mindset right now?
Honestly, to keep the nose clean and just be aware. I think there could be some cautions and when to pit. We're in a limited tires, so you want to make sure you have a set for the end. But you could say, some guys could take their last set of tires before you and no caution comes out, and then they're the fastest guy on the track. But I think track position is going to be huge. Just staying out of trouble. Don't race too aggressive. If, like you said, if I get behind a lap car or anybody's trying to pass me, just maybe let them go and ride and try to get them back after the tires fall off.
Well, we got 200 laps here tonight. I mean, it's going to go by quick, really quickly, because of how quickly you guys are putting in laps here. You're the only one in the really high 14s here. So, but it's 200 laps. It's going to be grueling. That's why we're calling it the Don't Hit the Wall 200, because, well, that wall comes up on you quickly.
That's right. And if you do hit it, you want to make sure you hit it kind of soft.
Soft. Well, what is that in NASCAR?
About 130.
About 130. All right, Cameron. Well, good luck out there, bud.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's grabbing the pole out here tonight, and that's where we're going to start here. Cameron Hearn grabbing the pole out here this evening for the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Christopher Bassinger there in that second spot, and I hit the wrong button. Get over here. Corey Cook there in third. Anthony Marshall in fourth. Ty Blake in fifth. Marshall Moran, I believe this is the first time I've ever seen him out here. He'll start sixth. Robert Lukens in seventh. Ryan S. Hoover in eighth. Tyler Yankovic in ninth. Joshua O'Connor in 10th. I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. Frank DiMaggio in 11th. Matthew Weeks in 12th. Trey Holmes 13th. Paul Turner in 14th. Rounding out our field here tonight, he's going to ride shotgun back here. Starting things off is going to be William Martin there in that number 37, but I still would not count out William Martin. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're starting out. It's Bristol, Jonathan. It's short track racing. I mean, we're going to expect these guys to get separated. No doubt about it.
Oh,
But
yeah, for sure. It's going to stack up at some point.
Exactly. And it's that caution. Wherever it happens, if it happens, but it's that caution. Like, at a super speedway. Where and when is it going to happen? Not necessarily the big one, but in a short track case, where is it going to happen?
And is the track going to be clear? That's the biggest thing. Coming around this track, you hear caution, but you could come out of, let's say, turn 2 and not be able to see the guy in front of you until it's too late. And you lock up the brakes trying to miss him, but you can slide right into him.
Yep, slide up into the wall, outside or inside wall, spin it, and then get hit again by another driver behind you who's trying to get around, don't know where you're going. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen here at Bristol, just like Daytona, just like Talladega. It's going to be very, very intriguing race here tonight. Scoots out there, Wugsy out there. Wugsy, I can't believe he
our
stole
outside
it.
pole sitter is in chat right now?
Yes.
Oh, it's my dog climbed in my lap again.
Oh, a big old puppy. Rough. I mean, we do have a new sound here that we do when somebody hits the wall. I don't know if you've heard it yet, but it's a seal sound. You might hear it tonight.
Interesting.
Yeah. You might hear it tonight. I don't know. We'll figure it out if I decide to do it or not. But that pace car diving off to the safety of pit road. Here we go, folks. Round number 11 here, Bristol. There's the green. Boogity, folks. Short track racing here tonight for slide jobs. Well, that came out quickly.
That was very, very quick. As they dive down into the corner. Side by side is what I'm seeing right now. I know I'm probably a little bit behind to what everyone else sees. But I'm seeing side by side for second. Cameron Hearn trying to pull away right now.
Yep, the 11 right there. Christopher Bassinger there, and ATVO doing its thing here, freezing up on me. I'm going to kind of leave it where it's at. All right, here we go. Maybe we got it figured out here. I think it's back to me. So seeing Anthony Marshall back here, side by side. This is around that fourth, fifth spot here. The 99 right there with them. That is a different number. Okay, the 99 on the car is supposed to be the 69 of Marshall Moran. We got a little bit of a hiccup number right here.
Well, and he is one of our newcomers. He might
Yes.
have missed, like, either his settings or maybe one of the admins sending the wrong number. Something along those lines could have happened there.
Yeah, or he's got a custom number and something happened. I mean, we don't know. Matthew Weeks there, the 10. That is going to be Trey Holmes, who, we was talking about him earlier. We haven't seen in a while. Glad to see old Trey back out here. I can't remember, though, if he was with us last week at the road course. I'm going
We'd
back
have
here.
to go back and look at results.
No, I don't see him. He was not at the road course last week. So, nice to see him back out here racing it up with the guys here at Slide. William Martin, who started in the back at 15th, Jonathan, 8 laps into the race already. And he is cracked the top 10 there inside at 9th.
And do you think there was a little bit of strategy play there and not qualifying? I think so.
I would totally agree. I would be right there with you, bringing out Wolf Machine, and I give William and Amanda a hard time all the time. But you know, great friends. You know, they're great friends. But you know, William knows if he calls a wreck, I'm gonna call him out on it. So we have that mutual relationship, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and you know, he's not that kind of a guy, so he expects us to hold him accountable for that stuff.
I'd wreck him for a Klondike bar. We got Trey Holmes right up ahead of him. Going back a little bit further here, we got Ryan S. Hoover, Frank DiMaggio. Watch that DuPont 24 later on in the race. He kind of hanging out right now in 11th. We got Robert Lukens, who fell back all the way to 12th here, started in 7th. We're still early, way early here. Paul Turner, that's going to be there. He started in 14th, up a spot now in 13th. But Cameron Hearn, he still has company. I would not count out Christopher Bassinger, who, of course, was in chat, said he wanted it. He wanted the pole, but Cameron Hearn stealing it away from him like Cameron loves to do late in qualifying. I don't understand it, but it happens. And it happens a lot.
Well, and that's a hungry young driver right there in that 11 car. He's still trying to track down his first win in this league, but to be honest, it might be his first win in a long time in anything. So he's got the talent, he's got the drive. Just got to find a way to put it together and get past a guy that no one has seemed to find a way around at pretty much any track we go
yeah,
to.
definitely so. I mean, here at Bristol, I mean, if I was to get out here and race, you know, with, you know, whatever, you know, this league or another league or whatever, you know, outside of broadcast, if I'm out there racing, I'm driving my own race. You know, I'm racing my own race. Yeah, I'm racing other drivers, but I don't want to wreck nobody. You know, if I wreck and nobody's involved, fine. You know, but if I wreck and somebody else gets involved, you know, I feel bad. You know, but that's just me personally. But I'm out there going to get the best finish that I can. And, you know, I think a lot of these drivers out here have got that same mindset. You know, I've talked to pretty much every single one of them, except for Marshall Moran, who I really don't know. But they've got that mindset. Yeah, they want to go for the win. They want to go for a podium, but they also just want to get the best finish they can. And I think that's, you know, kind of what you got to do here at Bristol. Just get the best finish you can and survive.
Absolutely, and you know, for a driver, this is a rhythm track. You need to get it. We've already got 20 down. At this point, you should be in your rhythm. Have your braking rhythm, have your steering rhythm, have the line that you want to run for a while, and just ride it for now. 200 laps here ticks by fast.
Oh, yes.
But not fast enough if you make a mistake here early.
I think, you know, running, we're seeing already a little bit of a fall off at about 4/10 of a second fall off for, of course, Cameron Hearn. At 7/10 roughly for Christopher. Now, some of these drivers may be using up more of their tires. I still really don't know when these guys are going to be hitting. I really don't.
Yeah, from what I gathered earlier, I didn't get to tell you this before the broadcast, so the pre-race stats, I think you had it estimated about 80 to 90. On a full tank, I don't know if it adjusts during the run or not, because I know you got our eyes on the 11. This actually gave me the insight. His caps was saying about 101 laps of fuel.
Oh, wow.
Here,
so if you could go 101 laps, that's halfway. It would be a one-stop race then.
It very well could, but I think tires will fall off.
Yeah, that's if you continue to go without stopping to get tires.
Yes, and if you're looking at lap times right now, already we're almost off like a half a second fall off.
Oh, yeah, and it's coming for a lot. Now, not worried about Cameron right now. He's got a 2.3 second lead over Christopher, and we've talked about this already, folks. The separation that, you know, we're going to see here tonight, it's starting to happen already. Now, we do got a few drivers that are still here right there together, and I say that, and it looks like have 5 drivers with the 10, the 36, the 99, the 37, and the 24. They're pretty much right here together. this could be dangerous.
It easily could be dangerous, but they're doing a good job giving each other room. At 36, he's trying to roll the bottom. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I know Frank, he's been making laps on the bottom. He's been fast on the bottom, too. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're fast on the bottom, stay to the bottom. The guy who can go to the bottom here tonight is the guy I think who's going to be passing cars and making his way to the front.
William Martin, look at him fly, though. He is now up to 6th from 15, 31 laps into this run here at the start of the race. We've been green so far here, folks, and I got to say, I'm going to go ahead and knock on some wood here tonight. I hope we don't have that first one. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it. It starts with a C. But, I mean, look at William, man. He's flying now. He does have Frank DiMaggio to his inside here. My Frank is going to go ahead and make that pass. I don't think William was going to fight him too hard here. So, do want to go ahead and do something that I'm going to go ahead and do. I got to reset ATVO here, folks, because it's doing its thing. Freezing up. Don't know why. But we're going to stay here on the, I guess, the 39 here. That's who I'm on. Stay on with him, and we'll see the 37, and I can't tell who that is. The 21 there on the outside. Uh-oh. Well, if it ain't one thing, it's another, folks. ATVO decided it didn't want to launch that time, so we're going to try it again. Whoa, there we go. 39 scraping the wall. Okay, well, that's not going to deserve a seal sound, so 39's okay. I think Jonathan is just waiting on that seal sound. I think that's what he's waiting on.
I am not going to admit nor deny that. Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, too, I also have a puppy that keeps trying to climb in my lap every 5 minutes. Okay. I have my hands full with the broadcast and outside of the broadcast. To my wife, when she watches this, just know I cannot wait for you to get home. But the 39, he looks like he recovered from that little wall slide, and William Martin actually falls behind that 39. So that would put William back to, I believe, where was he at? 6th, 7th?
Let me go ahead and get that. I had to reset it, so I had to do some typing here. So he's back to 7th right now. Yeah.
That puts the 39, I believe, back up to 6th.
Yep, started 12th. So the 92 off some pacing here. Ryan S. Hoover. Oh, well, Ryan has already, it looks like, smacked the wall a few times. Maybe smacked the inside wall a few times, too. He's got damage pretty much all over the place on that 92 machine. The 59 has also got some damage here of Mr. O'Connor. We're going to go ahead and get a close view here. I'm on a chase view. I got to in here for apologize. Yeah, that camera angle just not working out. Yeah, look at that damage there on that 59 machine. Got some heavy damage, and we was just talking about Ryan S. Hoover here as well. He's got some significant damage there on that Grounds and Hounds Coffee Company car. I love my coffee. Gonna have to have a talk with Ryan Hoover here about that. I need to get me some coffee.
Yes, and also on the side of his car, something that's worth noting, that Operation Motorsport, that is a sponsor. He runs a league with them on the road, but they also provide details on how to get involved with NASCAR for veterans and stuff like that. So if y'all are out there in chat and you have time, do check out Operation Motorsport. They are a sim racing and an IRL organization. They are nonprofit. They help veterans get involved in sim racing as well as real life racing corporations.
Oh, wow. Now, that might be something I want to get interested in. But I want to go on the broadcasting side. I don't really want to go on the racing.
They might have something for that, but I am not completely sure. But it's, like I said, it's worth looking into.
No. Something happened here. We got a car falling way back. Oh, Christopher Bassinger. We'll get more on that operation here tonight, but Heavy damage here right now to Christopher Bassinger. And you know what? We got to go back and take a look.
Oh, no. That
Yes.
is heartbreak.
Yeah, the Twisted T went twisted here tonight. No pun intended. Okay, yeah, there was. So, oh, man, a heartbreak for Christopher. But we'll see what happened.
Oh,
what happened
man.
to him? Did he get loose? Okay, we got the 10 right there. Oh, the 11 too high, right up into the outside wall. Right there, the 61, nowhere to go. Oh, the 11 hard into the inside wall of pit road. Now, there's no caution because he is on the apron, which is kind of strange because sometimes iRacing will throw a caution and sometimes it won't. Well, in this case, it didn't.
That's
So-
also because he never stopped. He kept the car moving, and they weren't blocking the track. But, question is, we see the damage to the 11. What I don't see is the damage to that 61.
Oh, well,
And that was a hard impact for him, too.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look. We already seen the damage. I got to get a chase view here on Corey. Of course, we'll go ahead and, oh, yeah, on that side here of the 61, we do see it's got some left front damage as well. Looks like the right front does have a little bit here. That right rear from that back tire got some as well. That could be him hitting the wall, too. But yeah, that left side does have some damage. It's not bad. I mean, it's bad enough, but it's not bad. I think who got it worse on that one was that man right there. And now we're getting a very good look at that number 11. Man, no front bumper. Got rear end damage as well here. The left rear. Oh.
And you know, I hate to say it, but it is a sim racing game, folks. Sometimes at these short tracks, the car might not be handling as bad as it appears to be. The damage could be worse, but at the same time, that's still a big hit. He could have engine damage. He could experience an overheating issue at some point. Just because his bumper is gone doesn't mean that the air is actually getting to the motor. If the engine's hurt at all,
Yeah.
in iRacing terms, it does tend to overheat and you can blow your motor.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Now, we're 56 laps into this race now, 57 as it updates. We've got 5 drivers now on the lead lap. That's it. That's all we've got is 5 drivers on the lead lap. Corey Cook is the last driver on the lead lap, and he's got the leader right there right behind him, as well as the 35, who is already a lap down, Tyler. Cameron just kind of driving away with it right now. I mean, it's Bristol, but he's dealing with lap traffic too. So we talked about it earlier.
Yes, and lap traffic is going to be a very big deal here as we continue on.
Oh, there goes the 61 a lap down there with Cameron Hearn making the pass on that. So on him. So up here in 4th, Matthew Weeks. There in 4th is going to be our last driver on the lead lap. Cameron Hearn just kind of driving away right now. Trey Holmes there in 2nd. Frank DiMaggio, though, in 3rd. Side by side here for 2nd. We'll just go ahead and watch this. That's about the only thing going on. Like Robert Lukens. We got battling back here, though, with the lap cars. So we'll still have to watch this. But, I mean, short track racing, Bristol, 15 drivers, what do you expect? You expect lap cars. And
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't expect at 63 laps into the race, we would only have 4 drivers a lap down. I figured it would take, at least, halfway or more. But, well, nope, not tonight, folks.
I think that's just all the effects of short field. And while we talk about us having a short field, if you're out there in chat and you have iRacing and you want to be a part of this league,
Oh, yes.
you can easily get access to it through myself, Mr. Medlock. We can interact you with William Martin. If you know William Martin or you see him anywhere, we can get you hooked up. You are allowed to come run this league. They did run a recruitment race as of yesterday, so that's where our one newcomer has come from tonight. But anybody interested in getting involved in any way, let me know, let Mr. Medlock know. We can always get you hooked up with William and get you into our Discord server to be able to come out here and race with us.
I will go ahead and say it too. I'm not an admin of this league, but like I said, you know, like Jonathan said, we know William very well. We can, of course, send you that information. Of course, you can check out their Facebook too here. We'll go ahead and throw that out there, facebook.com/SlideJob Racing League, I believe that is. Now, Jonathan, I believe you've got chat pulled up. You know, can you go to Facebook to the, oh, whoa, we got a caution. Yes, we do, and Cameron Hearn looks like is involved in this. Whoa, Robert Lukens as well. Okay, so what actually happened? We're about to find out. Can you get the website and throw it in chat?
Yes, sir. I'm pulling it up right now.
All right. While he is doing that, we're going to take a look here and see what happened to Cameron. Oh, it looks like he might have just lost it here. Coming into one, he does get loose out of 4. Got pretty close to the wall, and right there got close. Maybe locked it up. Tires not feeling it. Okay, so he's okay. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, he locked it up. Oh, the 9 right there also. Yep, the 9 into the wall. That's where the 9 got involved in there. That is Robert Lukens. Well, this is definitely going to change a few things up here tonight. We'll see who gets back on the lead lap. Now, there are going to be no interviews here because it is a short track, and they're going to go green pretty quickly. So no interviews under caution here this evening. And if you can't put it in chat, just say hi in chat or whatever. I think you already did. If you didn't, then say hi in chat, and I'll make you a moderator. Then you can do it.
It should have went through right there.
Well, I don't see it.
Interesting.
Well, facebook.com/SlideJob Racing League. So everybody can, you know, go to Facebook, look up the league name, and Cameron Hearn, he just took his car behind the wall.
Oh, man. Well, that just changes the aspect of the race.
And yes, I am back live, Canfield.
Copy.
Yeah. And Frank DiMaggio up front. All right. Well, there's Jonathan Canfield. Yep, there you go. All right. So I'm going to add you as a moderator here real quick. And then you can go ahead and I believe you can throw that Facebook or Slide Jobs in there.
There we go.
Okay, why is it not showing up in chat?
It just showed up for me.
It's
I
not
don't know
showing
why.
up for me. No idea what's going on.
If anyone is out there in chat and you can see it, do let me know. If not, I will keep trying to post it.
I'm seeing it. Are you're in the chat, right? I mean, you gotta be. You're watching the stream, so.
Yes, I have posted it. That's the 3rd time now I've tried to post it.
Wow. Yeah, I'm
And
not.
the difference is the first time it didn't pop up as a link. Now that's 2 times that I posted it since it pops up as a link, and Scoots is telling me no link.
No link, so he's not
Okay,
seeing
so,
it either.
The actual Facebook link is going to be facebook.com/SlideJob SLIDEJAWB, all capitalized.
All right, /slide job. Pace car is off and away. Frank is going to be on the loud pedal because there's the green here tonight. All right, folks. Well, we've only got 4 drivers on the lead lap here. And, whoa, well, we about had a wreck for the lead with Frank DiMaggio and Trey Holmes. Wow, that was close. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, come on, guys. Do not go 3 wide. I almost seen some 3 wide back here in the back, and we don't need 3 wide here in Bristol. Now, does everybody out there in chat want 3 wide? Probably so. But I don't want it. I don't want 3 wide.
You and me both.
Oh, we have a new leader. Ray Holmes. Go ahead, Jonathan. Go ahead, man.
I was going to say, I know you've got a list of the winners. A lot of them's going to be Cameron Hearn. But of the other winners that we've had this year, are any of them here tonight, or are we looking at a new winner now that Cameron Hearn has pulled his car behind the wall?
All right, well, Cameron Hearn, of course, yes, he's got a lot of wins. Now, Brett Gusick won last week. I do not see Brett Gusick here tonight. But Justin Gann is not here. He, of course, has one as well. Nick Hunt won way back at Pocono. Cal Senior has won. And that's it. That's it. I believe we're going to have another different winner here tonight because Cameron's gone.
All right, so Chad, if you're out there and you're a betting person, betting on a new winner, 100% guarantee right now. 100 to 0 odds. I'm sorry.
It sounds like he's a Las Vegas person, so...
Oh, man. I had to make one joke. But no,
man.
in all seriousness, we hate when Cameron doesn't get a chance to compete for the win because he keeps this league... To be fair, he keeps the league honest. He keeps them on their toes, and he helps keep the league at its most competitive rate. So, tough break for him tonight to have to pull it behind the wall. I'm sure you feel the same way when I say this, Josh. Cameron, if you're listening and you're watching and you want to come up and talk about it, we'll be happy to talk about it.
Well, he is no longer in team speed, so he is gone.
I'm assuming it's probably something similar to what we talked about last time. I don't know if it was damage related or if he had some sort of little family emergency, but we can only assume whatever it was, he is not going to be contending for a win here tonight.
No, I mean, he's got an 85-point lead over Frank DiMaggio. And Frank he is back up into the top spot here with Trey Holmes there in second, battling the 39 of Matthew Weeks. We've got Corey Cook a little bit further back there in fourth. The last driver on the lead lap. First driver a lap down is the 37 of William Martin here. Have another caution. William would get the lucky dog as long as he's not involved in it. And Scoots, yes, that I put that in there. I went while Jonathan was talking, and I went and grabbed it and put it in there since
yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there and why it wouldn't let me post it.
No, there's supposed to be a moderator here. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, YouTube could be having some issues here too, John. So,
well, at least I ain't the only one.
Oh, yeah, there could be. We got 8 watching. We got 6 likes. We had 7. Not sure exactly what happened to the 7th like, but it is what it is.
I'll give it back to you. Hold on. Although I never liked it before and unliked it, but I'll give you back your 7, and now we go to 8.
Now we go. No, I'm still seeing 7. Seeing 9 watching and 7, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
I don't know. YouTube's weird tonight, but
yep.
Anyways, racing action.
Racing action. Not really a whole lot going on, to be honest. Oh, we got Tyler Yankovic sitting on the apron and no caution in the Saints car. Is there going to be a caution? Yes, there is going to be a caution now because he pulled it back up on the track.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. And you know the way we do it here is we gotta figure out what happened. I'm not sure why it didn't. Well, I'm sure why it didn't throw it because he was on the apron, but he was moving when he came back on. But there was traffic there, so with traffic being, he just loses it right there. Oh, and a hard lick to the outside wall. Yeah, no caution here. And, you know, he's still sitting here, as there goes the leader. Still sitting, and then right there is where the caution came out. Might have been right there with the 10, I don't know. Somewhere in between there, but he's moving. But I believe because there was traffic coming around, and there was many cars there. I believe that is why the iRacing itself threw the caution. I believe iRacing
Yes.
threw that caution.
And, you know, now that I see that, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, you know, frustrating, and very frustrating to wreck like that. And I understand him not moving right away. You know, we as drivers are supposed to be cognizant of that and try to move right away, but we're all guilty of it at some point. You just wreck and you're like, you're saying a few choice words and taking a deep breath, trying to calm yourself down, and then you roll the car back out onto the track.
Oh, I've been in many wrecks, you know, myself, single car, and then not seeing, realizing who's around me, and then backed up, and then somebody else gets, you know, makes contact with me. You know, it's my fault because I'm not being driver aware. You know, he was driver aware. He did see it, but then again, you know, you're coming back on track. You're at a slow rate of speed. iRacing deemed that as a caution, which iRacing, I think, made that right call there. So, because there could have been many drivers involved in that.
Oh, absolutely. Could have been plenty of extra cars and extracurriculars and people that were innocent bystanders getting wrapped into an incident. I mean, luckily it was just a single car incident there. But that should put the 37, I believe, back on the lead lap now with that caution.
Yes, I believe he is. Gotta let, it looks like some drivers maybe go around, but I've got him sitting right now in 4th. Here comes the 11. That is going to be Christopher Bassinger, who ripped orange cone there. Took the anger out on the cone, it looks like. So
on Arca Break Weekly, we'd have a little noise for that when they take out the cone.
All right, where's everybody gonna be at here? We're waiting. The 61 trying to make his way up through the field here. The 24 as well. Right there, Frank DiMaggio. All right, well, our leader right now is gonna be the 39 of Matthew Weeks, and Scoots. Another cone bites the dust.
But with that being said, I think, how many cars do we have left here? Is
Ace
Robert
cars.
Lucan still in the race?
Ace car's off and away. Green flag is out. We're back under here tonight at Bristol. Robert Lukens, yeah, he's still out there, but he is 13 laps down.
Okay, so we've got, I think, 13.
We've got
cars
13 on the track. We've only got 6 now on the lead lap. Now, that is 6 from the 4 we were earlier, but yeah, we've got 6 on the lead lap. Kyle Blake is in 6th. He's the last driver on the lead lap.
As I believe, if I'm reading this right, we are approaching what appears to be our halfway point.
Yes, we are coming around here to lap 99 here momentarily. Matthew Weeks, Frank DiMaggio side by side for the lead. 99, taking lap 99 right there here, folks.
And I will say this race has gone by faster than maybe you and I both anticipated, Medlock.
Well, it's Bristol. It's not a road course. Well, I mean, it kind of plays like a road course in a sense, you know, upset capabilities. But there's no right turns unless you frankly hit the outside wall. There is lap 101. We're officially at the halfway mark here tonight, folks. So a big shout out to, of course, Fly Jobs out there, Jonathan Canfield, everybody out there tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV for the Slide Jobs Xfinity Series Round 7 or Season 7, Round 11. I'm just going to go ahead and say Round 11 here at Bristol. The Don't Hit the Wall 200. And, well, we've seen a lot of the Hit the Wall here tonight. So maybe I just should have called it Hit the Wall 200. I don't know.
Well, we certainly don't make the names for these races. It's
I made this name here tonight.
You made this
was,
one?
Yeah, this was my call. Because there was no name for it, so I just, messaged William and said, all right, here's the name for it. So this was my call here tonight. That's just kind of what I do, folks. You know, if there's no name, that's what I'm going to do. I haven't made up one for Michigan next week. So everybody out there has time to make up a name for Michigan, the 2-mile track, auto club style racing, super speedway type at the beginning. I think still separation is going to be at Michigan in the Xfinity cars because they're not like the next gen cup cars.
Yes.
Here we go. We got a battle here for that third spot. William Martin getting around the 61 Bud of Corey Cook. Been on William here for a little bit. He's been doing some passing here and there. So I wanted to stay on him. He's coming up on Matthew Weeks here, though. We got a 3-car pack here with a 39, 37, 61. So...
yeah, it does. I'm sorry, I missed what you were saying. My wife just walked in the door, but
well, hello, Canfield, Mrs. Canfield. I don't know if she can hear me or not, but hello.
she said hi.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it looks like you're keeping an eye on the 37 and the 39. Looks like they're battling for second spot.
I'm keeping on the 39, 37, and 61. And you might even want to throw the 10 in there for a good measure because he's coming. Here we go. We got a battle here for second. 37 and 39. Oh, it's going to be tight. Oh, man. 37 barely got that.
And I think we've seen the 39 lift there. I think the 39
Yes.
is coming up whether he wanted to or not.
I think he kind of had to lift. He had to get off of it. Well, William Martin right here in second now. Frank DiMaggio, 3.6 seconds ahead of William Martin. 3.4 now, but it's going to fluctuate. Who came down pit road? There's only a 1-lap difference between Frank and William, so I don't really call that much of a difference. You know, William can save or Frank can save 1 lap. So William is actually ahead by a lap. Frank is down by a lap, even though he's the leader. So Frank could save 1 lap. It's easy, really easy kind of to do here. Just back off, you know, go 1 lap, not burn them up, and then there you go. You know, that's basically about it.
Yeah, and he's still laying down solid lap times, though, for how far into the run we are. 15.8. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, yeah, 15.806 for William. The last time, 15.8 even for Frank. We're going to continue to watch it. That was a 15.7 there by Frank. This time for William, a 15.802. So Frank was faster on that lap.
Yeah, but these cars are honestly really even. It's just about who's hitting their marks, keeping their rhythm underneath them, and really, if we can open up this run, who's keeping their tires under them?
Yeah, that is a big question. And I believe that last stop, I'm going to go ahead and look at it here. So going back here to Matthew Weeks, he had a pit stop of 5.9 seconds. Fuel tires... well, he didn't do both. I believe that would be fuel only. We get back here to Trey Holmes. He had a 9.4 second stop, so maybe 2 tires and fuel for Trey. Why, would you take 2 here?
I personally would, because I believe with these cars, you burn more of your right sides than anything because of the way the corners are banked. You're not really using a ton of left side tire.
So take 2. Save at least 2 sets of tires just in case you need to take another right side. But then if you do that, that left side is going to be still lower than that right side. Help you turn, maybe?
It could, and also just, you know, in case we get a short run here, which we're not right now, obviously. So
No. This ain't a short run.
You know, you take that chance and maybe you get a short run, come back in, throw the left sides on, and it's basically like you've got 4 fresh tires, just your right sides are probably just scuffed. But I agree with the chance at track position and making a call for 2 tires. Track position's important at a track like this.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And I believe even next week it's going to be important. Probably not as important there at Michigan than here at Bristol, but it's still going to be important. I think at Michigan it's going to be more about not getting damage on the car. I think that is going to be the most important thing. Oh, no! We're going to have a caution here, folks. Ty Blake, I was just looking at chat there. Oh, we are not going to have a caution, it looks like. However, we caught that live here, folks. Scoots is out there. He was even saying, go, Ty, go. And I was actually fixing to say something about that, and I didn't even have to.
And the No Limit Motorsports Blues continue with those drivers. They cannot seem to get away from each other, whether it's Hoover and Christopher Bassinger, Ty Blake and Hoover, as we just seen, Ty Blake and Chris. These drivers, they are teammates. They race together, but they always seem to find each other, and I don't know what they got to do.
And the 92 coming out of the corner there, smacking the wall. Ty Blake right there, just nowhere to go. And, well, Ty's got something going for him, though. But, man, that 92 going head on with that pit wall. The 21 hit it even on that left side.
Yes, but he skipped pit road. Interesting.
Yeah, now he's on pit road. I just went back live here.
Yes, you got to wonder how much damage is on that car, because I know Ty personally. He's gonna sit there till the car's fixed. So he'll lose some laps here. He'll get back out and run it if it's runnable. Tough break again. Out of what I would call the Yopa J camp, but we named it as No Limit Motorsports. Just they can't seem to not find each other, and it seems like every single one of their cars tonight has received some sort of damage and been taken pretty much out of contention for this win here tonight.
Yeah, Brendan, I'm surprised there was no caution for that. I really am. That's just one of the many things here at Bristol and iRacing that I think they really need to kind of look into, because sometimes, like I said, it's called, sometimes it's not. It's it's one of those things. Well, William Martin there in second. Corey Cook a bit further back in third, but Frank DiMaggio 7 seconds ahead of William Martin. 134 laps of 200 here, Jonathan. I mean, what do you expect? We're on the 24 right now. He's got a commanding lead. I think the only way we're going to see really any more big side-by-side type of action is if we see another caution here, maybe at lap, somewhere around lap 170, 180, 20 to go, 30 to go. But we have that shootout maybe to the end. If they continue to run right now, we're not going to see that.
There is the possibility of a shootout, but I go back to what we've brought up. The tire fall off is going to play a factor here because the tires don't last nearly as long as the fuel. And the question that we keep having to bring up is who's saving tire, who's pushed their tires too far. Are any of these guys back here in fourth or fifth, Matthew Weeks and the Trey Holmes, are they holding back right now, saving the tire, and possibly going to make a push here towards the end of the run, be able to run, half a second faster because they saved a tire?
We're looking at it here. Matthew Weeks has been out here 47 laps. Trey Holmes 46 laps, so a lap difference between them two. Get up here to, of course, that third spot of Corey Cook, 45 laps, 47 for William Martin, 46 for Frank DiMaggio, just hitting 47 that time. It'll be 48 here for William Martin. Going back even further, Anthony Marshall, he is 2 laps down, but he's been out here 69 laps. Now, his last pit stop was a 14.9 second stop. And we got a battle here for second. William Martin, Corey Cook.
And deja vu, I used to see this every week when I raced. I still see it every week when I'm broadcasting. These two, it's interesting between them, to say the least. But it does look like Corey's going to try and work that bottom on him here.
Yeah, hitting that bottom is
man.
probably not what you want to do.
I will tell you from experience, it's loose down there. The bottom, it's not like in real life where they put the PJ1 down and give the bottom some grip. iRacing does not have that kind of update yet to allow there to be grip on the bottom. So this track on the bottom, it's going to be pretty slick. It's going to be pretty much around the top and kind of like old school dirt track racing. If you can throw a slide job from the bottom, you might be able to make the pass.
You was talking about that what was that called? The stuff they put down on track?
The PJ1.
Okay, the PJ1. They don't have that technology. iRacing does.
Yeah, they don't have that kind of a technology. Now, what they can do is they can add an alteration to the track to make the bottom groove discolored, kind of like the PJ1 does to the track. And I don't know the exact, I guess I'm losing words here. I don't know, like, all the stuff they have to do to put in it to, you know, give these cars grip on track. But there is stuff they can do to give the bottom groove grip if they choose to. I think a lot of the drivers would prefer that Bristol stays around the top anyway, especially with all the complaints we hear in real life from drivers with the PJ1.
I think you missed my joke. But it's cool.
Probably by a mile.
Yeah, I was saying they can't, you know, we wouldn't even see it. This is virtual. You know, we wouldn't see these, those big machines going out there on track, putting it down. You know, it would have to be done when
wouldn't it?
It would have to be done when the session, is made. Oh, we got pit stops. Whoa, William Martin gonna be sliding down to his pit stall there. All right, well, he's gonna give up that position at lap 150.
And I was just getting ready to bring up the fact that Trey Holmes and Matthew Weeks, they peeked their nose up there and passed the 61 and the 37 at the same time simultaneously.
Now, but William now is going to have those Mr. Feel-Goods in the tires. He's going to be, it's going to be 2 laps down, but man, he is going to be flying around this track here. He's going to be, man.
I don't know if you can pull back up the pre-race analytics. We talked about tire wear.
Actually, I can. There you go. It'll pop up there.
Yeah, we talk about tire wear, and the tire window, they get 3 sets. I don't see where it says how long we can make them last, but
I'm going off the total. Now, the total is 4. So if you split it, it's every 50 laps. But if you keep going, I mean, you can go, well, you even said the fuel run was at about 101.
yes.
I would anywhere between 50 and 70 laps. That's about where I would go.
Yes, he might have hit the window right on the mark, but it's also going to come down to, like, we see Matthew Weeks running at 16.6, I believe.
16.605.
So you're talking about over a second difference from fresh tires to old tires, as Frank is actually catching these cars right now.
Yeah, Frank, man, he's still running the 16.3. His best, of course, is a 15.3. That's
he's a second off of his fastest lap, but he is still fast. That is one thing that I question. You know, was he saving tire? As the leader was, you know, he doesn't have to push it.
No.
William has no
Martin,
pressure out back.
He's 2 laps down, like I said, flying around the track here, you know, with those fresher Mr. Feel-Goods. He's got to pass up the leader, though, twice to get his lap back. Then he's got to pass him again to grab the lead. 159 laps, and they're putting in roughly 16-second laps. The lucky dog is on, but the William is 2 laps down. He's got to get down to 1 lap, hope for a caution, get the lucky dog, and then be back on the lead lap.
Yeah, and that 2 laps is going to come back whenever Frank decides to peel down, I think. But
is Frank going to peel down, though? That is going to be the big thing. You know,
judging on his last pit stop, you said he pitted on lap. What lap was that?
he pitted 60, now looking at it, 60, just going off this one, 69 laps ago.
69 laps, and we're at 161. So, he's going to be pushing it. If he gets more, it'll be more than 101 laps by the time we end this race if he runs it all the way to the end. But we've seen one fuel strategy win this year, and it pays off.
I mean, could he save enough fuel?
Probably not around this track with how much what was my train of thought going? How much you're in the throttle on the straightaways, you're not off the throttle enough to really save any gas unless you just straight coast an entire lap.
I don't know. Clutch it. Well, you can't clutch it for an entire lap, but clutch it into the cruiser gap.
Yeah, but you're still only talking maybe 1 to 2 seconds off throttle, and that's it sounds like a big difference, but in reality, it's not going to make as big of a difference as maybe like a Pocono or a bigger track would make.
Indy, Pocono, Michigan, Auto Club.
Yes, where the speeds are higher and it's not going to coast down as much. Here you're using a lot more brake to slow the car down faster, and if you're clutching while braking, I mean, it's just you got to get back on throttle at some point, so it's pretty tough to actually save fuel here at a track like this.
All right, well, William is coming up on Frank here for the first of 2 laps here. He is now a William coming to the inside of the 21. Frank, we see him, the 24. There's just a car right there between him and Frank. That is the 59. I think William is going to be able to get a lap back here. I will say that. I don't think Frank's going to fight him, because Frank knows he is 1 lap down, but Frank is holding that bottom line.
Yes, and I think if I were Frank, I would try to hold him up personally, because you see he pulled down.
I don't know. There goes a 37 to the outside. Oh boy, oh man, that was close.
It's getting bunched up. It's Bristol, baby.
Hell, watching it here with, of course, Frank DiMaggio. We got, William got a little loose there. Woo. Oh, and he almost got into the back of the 24. He had to back off. Wow. If he would have gotten to the back, Corey Cook is going to go around William and Frank. Corey's going to get his lap back, and there goes William Martin as well, going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. But Corey Cook now is, he's in the lucky dog spot. Go ahead and say it. Corey Cook is in the lucky dog spot if we have a caution.
Yes, and I was getting ready to say before we started talking about all the bunch up there, if I were Frank, I wouldn't have let that 37 by, because I think we can say, unless he somehow finds a way to stretch it to the end, he's going to have to come down pit road. And we've seen that just from where William Martin was, peeled down pit road, lost 2 laps. Now, if you're in Frank's position and William's running these laps that he is, can William pass him twice while Frank's on pit road? It's doable.
Well, Corey Cook already pitted. He's only been out here 21 laps. William Martin has been out here 26 laps. So Corey Cook does have the fresher tires than William Martin does.
That's another good point, too.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right here. Now, this is just my stats going off of ATVO here. But, yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
And I think Corey's probably running a faster lap time than William right now.
Let's see here. That last time was a 15.8 for Corey. William Martin was a 15.9.
So about a tenth, but
Yep.
you know, every tenth counts on a short track.
Oh man, it's gonna get a little wild and crazy. I'm kind of curious on when Frank is gonna, even if he even does it, even if he even darts down pit road. I don't even know if he will.
And
Watching
it's
the
crazy because
four.
it's completely different track, and we're talking the same thing we were last week. Is the leader gonna peel down pit road?
Nope. And well, this time by folks. Hello. New lap of 181 of 200. This is gonna put us, you know it, folks. We know it. We're gonna be at that 20 to go here tonight. Matthew Weeks flying up through the field here. He's been out here 89, but now he's the lucky dog. Did he save tires?
Looking at his lap times, I don't think he has any tire left. I
But-
just think that William Martin and Corey
Corey?
haven't gotten to him yet. He's just, I think he's on the same strategy that Frank is, trying to run this thing out. But now it's, with him being a lap down, I question it.
But
Is it
Matthew
worth it?
yeah, Matthew's only one lap down. Corey's a lap down. Williams a lap down. Got two drivers on the lead lap here. Frank DiMaggio, our leader, and Trey Holmes. That's it. Now Trey, he's been out here 91 laps, same as Frank DiMaggio, and then of course Matthew Weeks has been out here 92.
I think they're going to run out, Josh. In all honesty, we said the window was about 101.
Roughly.
I don't think you could push it to 110. I'd be shocked if they did.
Let's see, 92 plus 16. Yeah, that's gonna be a little tight.
It's going to be very close.
Scooch, yes, this race is flying by. You got that right. 9:19 Eastern, 8:19 Central. Definitely flying by here this evening. Of course, we've lost two drivers, Cameron Hearn, Marshall Moran here tonight. Robert Lukens been on pit road for a little over, well, coming up on 12 minutes here. Tough break for Robert here this evening. I still wouldn't count out another C word here. I'm not going to say it, but everybody knows what I mean. Wouldn't count out possibly another one. I really wouldn't.
I definitely wouldn't count that out. I wouldn't count out either of the top three running out of fuel. We're getting ready to set up for a very interesting finish here.
All right, well, it looks like got action on back here. See, Corey Cook there around William Martin. William going back to fourth, and Matthew Weeks just went a lap down there. So we got one driver on the lead lap, and guess who it is?
The guy that we're wondering if or when he's going to pit, and I think at this point, 10 to go, you're not pitting.
Now, I'll give you and everybody else out there, I'll give you 13 guesses, but you're only going to need one of who our only lead lap car is. I'm just saying. Oh, the 10's coming down. That's Trey Holmes.
And now we start questioning, are they going to need to pit? Is Frank going to run it dry?
Ooh, well, Trey's on pit road, but boy, he's going to be set right now 3 laps down. Frank DiMaggio, does he have enough here? He's going to take 7 to go. I think he's already made his bed. I really do.
Well, we said this last week. I know we were on a road course, very different track, but we said this last week, and then Brett Gusick pulls down pit road after missing the bus stop.
Yeah, and then comes out off of pit road, perfect timing. And then mistakes were made by another driver. We won't say who it is, but you know.
Yes, and pretty much, even if
Time
you're
to
in Frank's
go.
position, being the only lead lap car, you could afford to pull down and take a 3-second stop for fuel and get the heck off pit road.
I don't
So,
think even
I
a
mean, if
splash
he's
and go for Frank DiMaggio would be good enough. We're at 4 to go that time. I think at Bristol, I don't even think a splash and go would be good enough.
it would make it a little bit closer than what he probably is right now. He's probably sitting there coasting most of these laps by.
I am going to go ahead and go. Well, we got 3 to go here, folks. We're going to get 2 to go here. Oh, man. Next time, it'll be 2 to go next time by. Yep, 2 to go here as Frank crosses the stripe. 2 to go. 8 more turns for DiMaggio. Can he pull it off? He's been out here 106 laps.
So throw our stats out the window. He is proving our stats wrong.
And there's the white flag. He's got to get out here. He's got to get around out of turn 2. Can Frank do it? Down into 3. He's got it. He's good. He's got it. He's out of 4. Frank is going to win it here tonight. Wow. And I think he just ran out of fuel, but it doesn't matter. He crossed the stripe. He's the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, gutsy call by him.
Wow, he timed it right. Corey Cook is going to finish in second, a lap down, but it doesn't matter. He's second. And Matthew Weeks is going to grab that third place spot here this evening for our podium finishers. Now, William Martin is going to grab that 4th, top 5 for him. And Christopher Bassinger, top 5 for him there in 5th. But, man, what a call. I don't think he ran out of fuel because he's burning it up right now. So he might have saved just a little bit here for the burnout.
Yes, and notably to go down to even, I think it was 6, Paul R. Turner. We talked about him at the top of the show.
Yep.
I believe with that finish, he's going to lock in that bubble spot unofficially in the point standings.
All right, well, I don't think we're going to be able to talk to Frank. I wish he could get over here to TeamSpeak because, man, we would love to talk to him about it. But we'll get Corey Cook and Matthew Weeks up here if we can to have a chit-chat with them. So hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we are back alive here on MaxSpeedTV. Now, I'm not exactly sure where our third place finisher is here tonight. I'd like to, get him up here as well, but you got to give a shout out to, of course, that number 30, a 9 machine here this evening of Matthew Weeks, grabbing that third place here tonight. But we're going to go ahead and jump over here to our second place finisher here. That's going to be that number 61 of Corey Cook. And we're going to go ahead and grab him and bring him up here, Corey, in the Budweiser 61. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, it's Bristol, baby. As Jonathan said all night long here, pretty much. It's Bristol. One driver only finished on the lead lap, but you're the first driver a lap down. You managed a second. Man, we got to talk about it because it is Bristol. Go ahead, Mike's yours.
Like you said, Bristol's unpredictable. I thought once I got into that, me and the 11 got into that incident, I thought my night was done. But we played our cards right. We got right back up there.
Well, what about pit road? Because it was a double pit road here. So kind of talk about that.
Thankfully, I don't think we had two. Well, we had one driver I know that went down the wrong pit road.
Oh.
God bless his soul.
Oof.
But I think everyone tonight started on the front pit row, so I don't think we had much issue. It was only a matter of keeping in mind where the start-finish line was, and if you were coming up on that, that's where your pit stall was at.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So, well, before we get to the next race, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jonathan here. Jonathan, anything for Corey here tonight?
Great race, first of all, Corey. You rebounded, like you said. You had the incident with the 11 there. I'm sure that set you up a little bit off on pit strategy. So let's just go ahead and ask, how did you end up back on schedule there to be able to pit with William Martin? And you actually pitted and ended up in front of him, only like 6 or 7 laps fresher tires than him. So just go ahead and talk about that and battling with him in that 39 towards the end.
From what I noticed with the practice at this track, tires make a huge difference. It doesn't take long for them to wear out. And from what I could tell, the top you seem to save more tires up there. So I try to run up there and not too aggressive, and that seemed like it's what paid off to help me pass him, because I knew it also helped that he caught some lap cars, and I was able to use them as a pick.
Absolutely, and again, great job tonight. You recovered for a second place finish. Josh, I'll hand it back over to you to talk about next week.
All right, bud. Well, we go to one of my favorite tracks. I love this track. It is Michigan. 2 mile, very wide track, 2-3 wide, but we could also see, some separation there too, especially in these Xfinity cars. But how do you feel about going from a short track to Michigan for round? I'm just gonna go ahead and go off the schedule here. I'm gonna call it round 12. Go ahead, bud.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I love Michigan. It's bad, fast, and it's very wide, so you can get like 4 wide going on there. Just really exciting, close racing.
Do you think we're going to see a lot of 3-4 wide there next week? This is the Xfinity car. This isn't the Next Gen Cup car.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we will. One thing I've noticed with everyone in our league, we like to be aggressive, which is something I really enjoy this league about.
All righty, Corey, we're going to let you get to it and go celebrate second here tonight, bud. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go do that?
Thanks to y'all for broadcasting. Thanks to William Martin for putting this league up and getting everything all situated. Shout out to the fans and all that everyone that came out. If you're looking for a place to race, Slideshow Racing League is the place to go to.
All right, so Corey giving it out there. Of course, it is in chat here tonight as well. Corey, I guess we'll see you next week, Michigan, bud.
Will do.
Yep, go celebrate second, bud. All right, well, that is going to do it for second. We're going to go ahead and grab our winner here tonight. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let Jonathan start things off here with Frank DiMaggio. So, Jonathan, go ahead, man. Start us off.
Well, Frank, first of all, congratulations on the win. You did a great job here tonight. You stretched the fuel. We had you I believe, almost 110 laps there coming to the end. Uh, we had
107.
107 to be
Yep.
exact. Okay. And then we had a couple cautions this race. You know, guys getting into it. Looks like you mostly kept your hot rod clean. So go ahead, walk us through how your race went and how close were you there at the end of running out?
Well, to start off the race, I just wanted to make it through the first few laps in one piece, and had a couple guys go around that didn't bring out a yellow. And once we started to spread out and started to push a little bit more, and we were able to work our way up to about I don't know, second, third, fourth, something around there. And then Cameron had his issues. So coming towards the end of the race, I think it was lap 92. I made a stop, and not many else guys came in. I figured we still had 2 sets of tires at that time. We'll use one of them up, and if we get a late race yellow, I still got a set. So there wasn't that many guys to pass anyways because the field size. So we topped off there, and just I committed to the bottom from the beginning of the race, and I don't know if that helped me save or what, but yeah, we were able to make it to the end. And I finished the race with about 3 laps of fuel left, or 0.4 gallons, it was saying. So just a little bit, just enough to do a burnout.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, just a crazy race. Josh, you got anything to talk about the racing action that you've seen from Frank tonight?
Well, I know we didn't have, those green flag pit stops that everybody's, really looking forward to see. But, we had some strange pit stops here. Of course, you are the only driver that's going to finish on the lead lap, of course. But there was a time there that you had a couple of drivers coming that were 2 laps down that was coming to get their laps back, banking on a caution. William Martin being one of them, Corey being one of them, Matthew Weeks. They were coming upon you, just not enough laps there. Kind of talk about that, and you were in lap traffic at the time too. We got to hear it from you.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay out of the way for the most part. And as we were coming up through the field, I think I got to the 39, and I kind of just stalled out behind him. I couldn't pass him, and didn't want to tear up our stuff or his stuff. So we just tried to use our patience. And I told everyone on the radio, I'm sticking to the bottom, so I'll go around up top. And I just held my line, and eventually we were able to get past the 39. And from there on out, we had some clear track ahead of us, which really helped.
Oh, well, clean air. We got to talk about clean air. It's not as bad here, or clean air is important, but super speedways, Michigan, Talladega, Auto Club, it's very important there. But clean air here is important. So how was it important for you here?
It's just when you get a car in front of you, the nose wants to slide, and then there's also that factor of there's someone in front of you and you want to just get around them, so you tend to overdrive that way as well. So it really takes a lot of patience, and yeah, so it just really takes a lot of patience, and you got to be on your toes in case something does happen, and try not to burn your stuff up as that happens.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Jonathan here. Jonathan, man, go to the next race, and of course, finish us out here for, with our winner, Frank DiMaggio, man.
Absolutely. And Frank, we're going to Michigan next week. Going to be running another race here with Slide Drive. I'm assuming that you'll be there. You've been one of the guys that have been there every week. Go ahead and talk about what you expect from Michigan. Are you excited? Are you not excited? You plan on going out and winning that one, or are you planning on just riding through?
And it's 100 laps at Michigan.
Yeah. Well, Michigan would be my home track, about 70 minutes from it, even though I'm in Canada. But actually, next week's going to be the first race that I cannot make it. So I'll have to use a provisional that week. I was really looking forward to it, but got something going on a little bit more important than racing. So, but I will say, obviously Cameron's going to be tough to beat, but I know Davey, if he shows up, he's really good at Michigan. He drives away from me at that racetrack. So he might be able to give Cameron a run for his money. So keep your eyes on the 54 if he shows up.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Is Frank getting married?
Yeah.
Really? That was just a guess. I'm saying it. Are you?
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
You're not kidding, right? You're getting married.
No, no, we're going to then Niagara Falls for the weekend.
Oh, well, yeah. Like Jonathan said, a big congratulations, Frank. Jonathan, go ahead. I could
Thank
talk.
you.
I could talk about it. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Again, congratulations on the getting married next weekend. We're gonna miss you here at the racetrack, obviously. But before we let you go here tonight, how about any shout outs, thanks you got to give, and go celebrate that first place, and congrats again on the win.
I just wanted to say thanks to everybody out there watching on the stream. Looks like we had a few viewers tonight, and if they looking for a league to race, and they're more than welcome to join Slide Job. But other than that, just want to thank the boys in the booth. Appreciate it putting it on. Maybe I'll go back and watch it if I got some time this week. And just everyone that's part of the league, really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun.
Well, absolutely, Frank. And we did have somebody in our chat. Scoot said go Canada, and he's a Canadian as well. And again, congratulations on first place. Go celebrate, bud.
All right, thank you.
Yep, go celebrate the win. And again, congratulations on the marriage, man. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, we'll see you we'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, see you then.
Yep, see you then. All right, and Jonathan, that was just a guess. So, wow. He said it was very, very important. So that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, congratulations to him. That's I have had my moment. I'm hoping that his moment is just as special as my moment was.
Oh, wow. It looks like Frank DiMaggio is in chat. Frank and Scoots. Oh, they're from the same area, Windsor in Canada. Oh,
That's small world.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm assuming Scoots and Frank's going to get hooked up here. Not only in, YouTube and chat, but of course, maybe on Facebook. They're right there together. I mean, I don't know how big Windsor is in Canada. I'm not from Canada. I'm from the United States. I live in Arkansas. Never been to Canada. I'd love to go just to visit. But
They could be next door neighbors and not even know it.
Exactly. They could be. That's crazy. That is crazy. I believe that is the first time I've seen that as well in chat. And we got it here, folks. Scoots and Frank right there together. Wow. All right. Well, Jonathan, I think it's time we get down here to I believe it's going to be the unofficial results, because I don't think the points have been updated. No, they have not. So this is going to be the unofficial results. Oh, 217,000 population. Oh, that's a big city. Wow. Okay, then. So they might not live down the road from one. However, with the MaxSpeedTV unofficial results here tonight, Frank DiMaggio is going to grab the win here tonight. Corey Cook, the first driver, 1 lap down. Frank's the only driver, well, the winner. He's on the lead lap. Corey Cook finishing in second, 1 lap down there. Matthew Weeks in third, 1 lap down. William Martin as well, 1 lap down. Our top 4, 2 laps down there in that fifth spot. Christopher Bassinger, Paul Turner there in 6th. Anthony Marshall 7th. Joshua O'Connor there in 8th. Trey Holmes 9th. Tyler Yankovic rounding out our top 10. Do you just want me to finish this out?
Yeah. There's not enough drivers really.
All right. Well, we'll do it here. Ty Blake there in 11th. Ryan S. Hoover in 12th. Robert Lukens 13th. Marshall Moran 14th. And Cameron Hearn will finish us out here in 15th. But again, congratulations goes to Frank DiMaggio here tonight, grabbing the win on a fuel strategy call, Jonathan. Nonetheless, I mean, we got to go with that. It was a fuel strategy call. That's what it was.
Yes, and you kind of think to see it at Pocono, but Bristol, very interesting, very gutsy call. You got to go for it sometimes, and he swung for the fences, and luckily this time he hit a home run.
And sometimes you got to do it, and that's what happened here tonight. The DuPont 24 machine, man. Congratulations to Frank, but of course, Next week, we go to Michigan, one of my favorite tracks. I love Michigan. Man, I can't wait to see it. Of course, thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We've got 4 still watching. We got 7 likes here tonight, but Scoots, Frank here at the end. Glad to see you. Brendan Kennedy, of course, Jonathan Canfield, of course, in the booth with me tonight. He had to go old school and watch the stream, but Jonathan, is always, glad to have you up here in the booth calling some races. And anybody else? Yeah, Wuxie out there. That is actually, that was Christopher Basinger out there in chat earlier on the track. He is going to finish top 5 here in 5th. So big shout out to him as well. And of course, Brendan Kennedy there to end it. But I guess we got to get ready for Michigan now, Jonathan. What do you think?
Oh, I'm ready. The Motor City Capital. We're gonna have to come up with a name for it. I think that might be a good one. Motor City 200, something like that. But again, I don't make the names for these races. But next week is gonna be very interesting. Draft gonna be a big part of it, down the front straightaway and the back straightaway, and then you're going to see some braking into the corners, too. It has some pretty tight corners. So, super speedway, straightaway, and front straightaway with some 1.5 mile type corners.
Oh, man, you're just probably going to see it all. Well, until next week, folks, stay safe. Thank you all for tuning in. Until then, stay safe and have a good night.